I was about 17 years old at the time of my story. I was still in school, and it was Halloween weekend. My parents were going to be out of town for their anniversary. They had me take care of the house. I've been home alone plenty of times, so this weekend wasn't any different. Our house is a nice, decent home in the suburbs, and we have trick-or-treating from 5 to 8 p.m. I wasn't going to give out candy this year, because I wanted to avoid the social interaction between kids and their parents. But anyways, that night I could see all the kids outside trick-or-treating, despite it raining outside. I heard a kid knock on my door, and he was dressed as a red Power Ranger. He said trick-or-treat, and I gave him his candy, and he left. I was about to sit back down on my couch until I heard another knock on my door. I opened the door, and this kid was dressed in all black with a Scream mask on. The ghost face. I told him, "You gotta say trick or treat." He just stood there and looked at me. I noticed he didn't have a bag or a basket with him. I was a bit freaked out, and I asked him if he wanted candy. Again, he just stood there, not saying a word. Instead, he just stood there for a good minute and tilted his head at me, and then he walked away. I was really creeped out at this point, but I told myself, it's Halloween, and this kid most likely just wanted to scare me. I gave out a little bit more candy, and throughout the night, it seemed like there was less and less kids. So I sat back down and watched a scary movie. I was watching a Michael Myers movie, and I had my popcorn on my lap. I looked at the time, and it was 10:45. Well past the time for kids to be outside. I got up and looked around my door, but I didn't see anybody. I assumed they might have just ding-dong ditched me to mess with me. But a couple of minutes passed, and I had already forgotten about it. While I continued to watch my movie, I had a door that led to my backyard. I could see something walking by. I got up quickly to see, but it was dark out. I unlocked my door and peered out. I looked to my left, and then I turned my head to my right. There it was. That ghost-faced kid. He was just standing there, looking at me. He had that same tail on his head. And then he started to rush at me. I closed the door and I locked it. My heart was beating really fast, and I felt like I wanted to rip out of my chest. I went to get my phone at the couch, but I heard knocking again on my window. That ghost face thing was just looking at me. I wanted to throw up. I grabbed the knife from the kitchen, and I went upstairs to call the police. I struggled talking to the operator on the phone, and I hid inside my closet. I was so scared. I then called my parents, and I told them about the situation. They just told me to sit tight and wait for the police.
Hey, I see you. Open the door now.
I started to scream, and I told him to go away. He kicked at my door and kept yelling at me. I was begging him to please go away. Just as he was to the point of getting in, I could hear the cops just outside my house, and a huge relief came on me. I could hear the intruder run quickly outside, but all I could hear was the cops to tell him to put his hands up. A police officer came upstairs and escorted me outside. I never thought I would actually come out of this alive. I was really close to most likely getting killed. At this point, I could see the police take this man into the vehicle, and they took off his mask. It was this 40-year-old man with the face of a killer. He looked at me with this look that will forever haunt me.